will be the one also because of love telling you not to pursue those. So how do you navigate those words, those voices, and continue to find strength to pursue the thing that you find convenient for you to do so?
Yeah. I think a lot of people provide their feedback from their perspective.
Mm.
They're not doing it to and like there's also things that you need to know about yourself so that you put yourself in a position to have success. So for example, when I decided to climb Mount Everest, my mom was not my first call. There's no way my mom was going to be excited for me, right? Like she's like, no way. And so my first call was to a coach. And then that coach introduced me to people that climbed Everest. And then when I met those people for lunch or went out and trained with them, I'm like, okay, they're not that different than me. I can be just like them. And so I built my skills around that. And so that when I did go tell my mom, hey, I'm going to climb Everest, there was no space for her to knock that goal down because I was so solid in who I was and how I was going to do it. And I could remember when I first said, oh, do I want to climb Everest? That seems big and scary. And like, who does that? And I don't know anybody. And look at the movies and all that kind of stuff. Like, I needed to recognize that those were natural emotions my mom was going to have. She didn't get to go train with people that had climbed Everest. She didn't get to have lunch with people that climbed Everest and spilled ketchup on their shirt, right? Like they're human. If they spilled ketchup, I spill ketchup. We're the same, right? And so for me, I had built enough confidence that she could borrow my confidence and be like, okay, you're going to do this. You researched it. You positioned yourself to have success. You hired coaches. You do all these things that I don't even know. I have more confidence now because I'm borrowing it from you. And so I think a lot of times, like people are going to say like, how did she do that? Or why did she do that? Or that's silly, or you shouldn't. I shouldn't because they're not trained, right? Like they shouldn't, right? Of course you shouldn't. So they're just using me as a mirror for them. They're not using me as like telling me what to do. They're like explaining, man, I wouldn't do that based on my experience and what I know and what I understand. So you shouldn't. Well, you're not me. And so I respect that you have those opinions and feelings and thoughts, but I don't. And you just have to like stay strong enough in who you are and limit your exposure, right? Like I couldn't talk to people that are going against me all day long. I might be like, okay, I'm going to go train with my Everest people that have done this for 6 hours to fill up my tank and to let me feel good so that if I go to a soccer game and 5 moms telling me I'm crazy, well, I have enough in my tank to be like, okay, that's fine. You can think that, but I'm good because I filled up my tank before I went into that environment and I limit my exposure to those kind of comments.